what I got going on today. If you checked out my last video, you know that I ended up going and buying myself some hand guards for my 97 Honda Shadow VT1100. You also know, if you watch the whole video, that when installing the one on the left, the plastic cracked. At first I wasn't gonna send them back, but then I had a change of thought. Found the ones that I've got now. I sent them back to Amazon, got a refund, bought these ones. They're cheaper. They're a better build quality. The only downfall is they're specifically designed for Harleys, but I am gonna try to make them work on my Honda Shadow. This feels amazing. With that, I had another gift. Oh, wait. And then it hit me. Fire wasn't involved. 10 millimeters. Go juice. And pay attention, you brother. Badass. I don't care. Enjoy the ride. There you are. Shiny side up and ride safe. Welcome to the channel, everybody. So the ones that I went with are Star Night. The reviews of them are pretty good. Out of the box, comes with this little sticker. It'll end up on the toolbox. Pulling them out, they are a metal or a stainless. They're a little bit of a different design, but they're all one piece. They're a nice powder coated finish. When ordering them, they offer two different styles and two different sizes. This size is a 4.5 inch with the brackets being the same size on both of them. According to what they list on their page or whatever when buying these, you can get a 3.5 inch or the 4.5 inch, as well as, according to them, the Harleys, I think it's the hydraulic clutch. If you have a hydraulic clutch on your Harley, these prongs on one of them will be longer than the other. I do still have the brackets from the last one. So what I am thinking, because straight out the box, these are designed to sit down here like this around the clutch lever. Unfortunately, the Hondas are designed a little different, so the mirror sits up a little higher. Let's loosen the mirror off. They are sitting a little high and they're out a little far. Essentially what I'm aiming for is to have the brake lever or the clutch lever hopefully sitting right at this middle groove. So I am going to have to try to manipulate it quite a bit. I'm not sure exactly if this bracket's going to be long enough either, or if I can open that up enough without causing issue. I think we're almost perfect with this. Oh, of course that's not gonna work in that hole. I was hoping that putting it in the hole that the mirror was in would be better, but the mirror is a little bit too thick to go in this slot. Have it temporarily bolted on and coming around the backs or the side here. It's almost exactly where I want it to sit. It's got some nice clearance between the lever and the
guard itself. Of course, I got my bend there. On the bottom here, I'm gonna have to move this. But what I'm thinking with that, seeing as the metal is so, I guess, nimble or whatever, I might take it back off and just bend this up so that it sits here or something, just to get it out of the way. Then I'll just have to figure this side out. What I'm thinking with this side is I might have to re-angle my throttle, run it down here or something. Don't know if I'm gonna have enough clearance there. Gonna button this side up and then I'll worry about this side. Just gonna see what type of metal it is actually underneath this. The ad says stainless, but we'll see. Yeah, it does have a shine to it, so I should be able to weld that. What I'm thinking right now is this tab down here is useless, so I'm just gonna zing it off and try to use it in here. If these things were like super expensive, I definitely wouldn't be doing this. It fits in there pretty good. Cut this out the best I can and make that just sit in there like that. And the only reason why I'm putting it here is I think in this area right here, if I were to sturdy that up, it would get rid of a lot of the flex. I'll take this apart, clean up the metal, retighten it, and then take this whole thing off and just tack around. That's what it's gonna look like. I'm just gonna tack this to this, maybe try to put a weld in there so then the bolt holds. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna hopefully put some weld in there. Keep in mind, I am not a professional welder, nor do I claim to be. Don't have a lot of experience doing this, pretty much self-taught. So I know it's not pretty, and I don't know how well it'll show up on the camera. I know some people will say some people should stay away from welders, and I'm probably one of those people that should probably stay away from a welder. How are you supposed to get good at something if you don't practice? This is what I've came up with. I threw just a coat of paint on it, could have cleaned it up a little better. Putting that piece in here definitely did stiffen it up. I really don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. It'll serve the purpose for what I need it to. Cut the bolt off. Like I said, it's not pretty. It is what it is, right? Gonna finish up the hand guards. Got the right hand side mocked up. Bent this down a little bit. Hopefully the throttle cable resting on it doesn't create any wear. It should be okay. Gonna do the exact same thing to this one as I did to the left hand side. They're on. The reason why I was doing this is to keep them roughly at the same amount of space apart. Should offer a decent amount of protection, although I think this side's up a little more. No, it's not perfect, but here's the right one. that's it for this video. Thumbs up, subscribe, keep your shiny side up and ride safe. And I will catch you in the next one.